Hello, everybody, and sorry about the little fucky thing that happened there for a second, but that's okay, not a big deal. I was actually trying to do a new little feature, but it wasn't working. The idea of the new little feature being, I'm trying to get, when we're in this window right now, which I accidentally switched to, which is the chat window, I'm trying to get dice to roll across the top of this window here. I'll make it happen, I'll figure out how, but for now, let's go back to where we're supposed to be, which is here. All right, it is the other bad guy's turn because the first ones went, and now it's the second ones. But luckily, these are the ones that Kieran had already killed 2 of. So,
Yay!
Yay, Kieran's a murderer! Yeah,
Oh.
so in front of Luca, one of them is going to attack, and this one over here is also going to rush forward and attack Luca. So we're going to have him attacking first, and then this one second. Ready? So first attack against Luca. We're gonna roll it right now. Cool. So that actually did hit. So the first attack was against you or against your image?
My image.
Cool. It hit your image because it beat an AC of 15, and so your image goes and disappears. Yep. That leaves you wide open, and so I'm gonna have to my other attack against you. So hold on. First, let me do this. Delete that guy. So he actually moves forward, and he is going to attack against you now.
Sure thing.
He is going to first attack at you with his spear that he's holding. He has only beat an AC of a 17, Lucas, so unfortunately he just barely missed you. So he comes rushing forward. So after the first one comes up and attacks with the spear and it hits your image, he's like, ah! And he's like, ah! So upset that he had hit the thing and missed, that now the second one is going to come rushing forward, and he's going to hit you with his thing. I feel like I'm so misrepresenting Knowles at the moment, but I haven't RP'd a Knoll in God knows how long. But
well,
that's
there's a
okay.
nice bit in Volo's Guide to Monsters. Exactly how to roleplay of Null.
I don't watch videos inside books. I just buy books and read them. So, sorry, he does, so he just barely misses you. And then he actually attacks at you again, but this time biting at you.
Sure.
Unfortunately, God damn it, motherfucker. He misses you again. This one would have done 17 damage. So he comes rushing forward, attacks you with the spear. You get your shield up in time, just barely in time, and block the attack so it doesn't hit you. And then after you get the shield up there, he lunges forward with his teeth and tries to clamp at you, and you get your sword literally at the hilt of it. So like where your gauntlet meets your the haft of your weapon, the pommel of your weapon, you're able to like grab it and hold his mouth like open wide because you put your fist too far in for him to really be able to bite down. He does not hurt you. And holy shit, Comcast, how are you this bad? I'm climbing up to 5% frames. I have to end this video for a minute and fix my internet. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm so sorry about the fact that Comcast just fucking sucks and loves to ruin all of my fun every Friday. But, you know, let's just keep going instead of dwelling on the past. All right, so, God, it's so frustrating. So, who is next? I attacked you guys. Will, I attacked you twice. And unfortunately did 0 damage to you because of the fact that you are apparently really good at defending yourself with magic and shields and stuff. So, who's next? It is Eric. You go.
Alrighty, so I'm going to try again, and I keep doing my my non-monk weapons incorrectly. I'm not supposed to be doing a second attack. I just get the one attack. If I hit, I get extra damage. So if I can not roll like garbage, that's great. So I've already added the extra D for it into my calculations, so we'll just get right to it.
My calculations.
My calculations. So 10 points of damage to this guy.
Okay, he takes 10 points of damage. Otherwise, he's been uninjured, so he takes the 10, but he is still feeling perfectly fine.
I'm going to actually hit him with some furious blows.
All right.
So I do get 2 extra strikes against the fool. Miss. And miss.
And unfortunately, that did not help you out very well. Okay.
That was a fun point. Go ahead. So pass.
All right. After you is going to go to Kieran.
I
Kieran,
end my
please, your turn.
All right. So Kieran actually doesn't look too good with the spear sticking out of her. And she goes to cast like one spell, kind of looks at Stalbar saying next to her and changes it very quickly to a different spell. And I'm going to twin a second level chromatic orb. So that one probably misses.
Yep.
Sorry, let me specify. I'm going to this one and this one. So probably that one first and this one over here. And then the second one.
Is it lightning damage, I assume?
It is
Or
lightning damage.
No damage?
No damage. As it would be.
Go ahead.
No.
Unfortunately, both those attacks miss.
Alright, no problem. I'm also going to spend a bonus action to convert my last second level spell into sorcery points.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Midori, thank you so much for the bits. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, when you close things down and open it back up, many of them fall out just instinctively as part of the program. I'm so sorry about that. All right. I know you were filling the glass before. So back to the game. Unfortunately, Karen, you may cast that spell. You twinned it. You put all that power into it, but both of them. The guy that you
She
had
did
cast,
get
which I
scared,
imagine you
so
attacked
you
this
know.
guy, didn't you? The one that dodged all of your attacks
Yeah.
before. You throw two more at him, and he's like, and dodged out of the way of those as well. Now we're gonna go over to
What an
Will's turn.
asshole.
It is Luca's turn. Luca, you know the person that is. Well, you can actually probably see, and if you can't, this is the injured one right here. But
Yep.
however, the one next to him is when they attacked you twice. Go.
Yep. So the guy directly in front of me, I'm going to make an attack with my charged blade. So as I do this, as I swing this way this time, to go for his chest, it glows green again. Every time I come into contact with the guy, it's glowing green.
Kieran would definitely see this time. Her attention is directly ahead and sees Luca swinging that around. It looks absolutely amazing. All right, so that is a hit. Beautiful.
Boom. Lots of damage.
I'm surprised you didn't. I mean, maybe because you forgot that you have it. And let me make sure I'm not confused. Yeah. Oh, you don't have that. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't green flame blade, but you don't have green flame blade.
Don't have that yet, sir.
Okay, no problem. So that is a beautiful attack, William, doing 14 points of damage. Describe that kill for me.
All right, so this time as I come for his chest, I scrape along his chest, and as I do, I line up with his heart, and as I do, I just push forward into his heart.
Okay, and he's and drops down, and he is not doing well at all.
And then I'm going to action surge,
Ooh.
burning my
Okay.
action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a charged blade attack against the guy that I can make a blade attack against. So let's see what happens with that.
Oh, you rolled really well. Almost a
And-
crit.
I'm going to drop a trip on that as well.
Okay.
So, boom. That's my damage there. And then trip.
That came out weird.
Do an extra 4 damage.
That didn't
And you
come
have
out
to
as a
make it-
spell card. That was weird. But that's okay. So 9, that's 13 points of damage you do to the guy adjacent to you, and I have to make a strength saving throw, correct?
Correct. 12
you.
is the number to beat.
Thank you. And let me make my strength save. Wait, let me just double check my strength score. That's it. Actually, so you go tripping the creature, and you actually do get it as you go sweeping with your sword, and you attack him, dealing this nasty blow to its side and cutting down into his leg. You actually do sweep out his leg from underneath him, and he goes falling to the ground where he lands on his other 3 paws, catching himself and pushing himself back up, no problem whatsoever.
So he's still on his feet?
He's still on his feet.
All right. I am going to move back to here. Hold on one second. I'm going to move back to here. And I'm going to use my evasive footwork to do so.
Okay.
So my AC becomes a 23.
Is it a reaction to do evasive footwork or a bonus action?
I don't think it's either. I think I could just do it when I'm moving, right?
I'm gonna have to look at your action economy after this. I'm not gonna do it in the middle of combat. I don't know if you can do all those things, but we're gonna assume
just
yes.
when you move, you can expend 1 die.
Yeah. I don't know if it says a bonus, so we'll just read it afterwards. It's not a big deal. So
Sure.
right now, we'll just say yes. So your AC is gonna go from an 18 to a 23, you douche. And
Yeah. You want
that
to
is,
take an attack of opportunity against me?
I am going to, and I'm gonna hope for a natty 20. Here we go.
Yeah. Rip.
I mean, technically, I could hit you without a natty 20, but it would be really hard pressed to do so.
You have what? 10% chance to hit me?
Oh, it rolled off a 20 onto an 8. Ugh. I missed you. So, unfortunately, it was a miss. I did not hit as he lunges at you with his teeth trying to get you. However, this guy right here, he's also going to get an attack against you because of the rough terrain that existed right here. He's going to get his attack as well. He is not as good at combat as his companion, though. What's his damage again? That's that one.
Don't matter. He ain't gonna hit me.
You don't know that. I can always roll a 20.
Could, would, should.
That one rolled off of a 16. Not that it would hit anyways, onto a 6. That happened to be twice now. Anyway, so both attacks miss you as you go rushing backwards using your evasive footwork. And that actually lasts until you stop moving. So your AC just dropped back down right now.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay, and now it's the warg's turn. Go. Eric.
Work.
All right, so he is just gonna continue attacking the guy that I attacked at before. Hopefully this time he's gonna not roll like a total garbage pile. Hey, he did it.
He hit.
All right, let's do it. And he needs to make a strength saving throw.
It's a decent amount of damage, too. Applying the damage. Now I'm going to make my
DC
strength
13.
save. Yep. Same as with Will. Oh, and I actually rolled extremely well with this one as well. So when the warg comes rushing forward and lunges and sinks his teeth into the guy and starts ripping him down, he does in fact rip him down where his teeth were sunk in, does pull him down onto his 4 paws where he swings around a couple of times and gets the warg to release his teeth against it. And then once again pushes himself back up to his 2. It's a little difficult to apparently pull these guys down.
Let's get this fucking ground.
After that, Stalbor's turn. Stolly boy.
Which of the either of the bottom 2 taken damage?
Neither of them have. This one's taken. Actually, all three up top, Ollie. So I'm gonna go like this. All 3 of these guys have taken damage.
If Kieran is willing, I'd like to trade places with her.
Like Castle.
Fine.
Little castle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ollie's
Yeah,
a chess player.
Okay, cool. I am very much not. And then I would like to just cast a standard old Toll the Dead at that one.
What's my saving throw DC again?
Now, why the hell do you do that, computer? That's not even slightly what Toll the Dead is. And you've
tried.
always been a spell card, and you're actually set to spell card right now.
Why does that do that to you
Hey,
all the
Scott?
time, Ollie? Yes.
We're in hosting again.
You
Are we?
It keeps
Or
flipping
that-
back and forth on my end. I'm just gonna keep casting this
No,
until
it's
it
fine
works.
now.
Press refresh is probably what it is. Press
Yeah,
refresh.
it did it to me, and I needed to refresh.
Mm.
Okay, there we go. There it is. It's done. It took 4 tries.
That's funny. But
It's like a USB. It's in superposition.
well, I was going to go fiddle with it for you to fix it, but
No, I just
checking the
needed to
hosting.
change it 4 times until it.
Oh, until it
decided
actually clicked.
to go
Gotcha.
on what it
All right,
wanted
so
to
in
be.
the DC
And
is a
have been.
14. DC 14
Since the
will
start.
save. Okay,
Oh,
thank
I
you.
forgot that these guys are probably pretty wise because they're wild childs.
Well, it doesn't matter whether or not they're wise. I rolled garbage, and because he is missing health points, that's going to be the 10 points of damage he takes right there. So all of a sudden, he had taken the attack from Luca, who had swung through, hit him, and he fell to the ground. But as he's getting back up, he lunges forward at Luca, trying to take a bite at him while he's trying to get away. But Luca is able to defend himself against it. Quick footwork and does not take any damage. As he's bringing himself fully up to bear, all of a sudden he hears like a tong off in the distance when he's kind of like looks over at it, and then as he's kind of looking to see where the sound's from, he sees this. Oh man, what he sees is indescribable, says the lazy DM, and it rattles his body, dealing to him 10 points of necrotic damage, and that is going to bring it back to the baddies' turns. That leaves us with the. Do I still have all of them? I still have all of the second group of people. That's cool.
Stick baddies are all
I
alive.
killed one of them. That was it.
Long live the stick baddies.
All right,
The
so
stick boys.
oh no, no,
Stick boys.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
one of them
I'm
died.
incorrect. Yeah, no.
I
Oh,
wanna
he did
join
kill one.
The stick boys.
He did kill one.
Where's my action join roll?
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2. All right, so let's so here we go. One of them is going to attack Lucas Pet.
Lucas pet or Stalbor's pet?
Well, who it doesn't matter. You guys are the same person.
Right,
I'm just
Pet.
I'm
There we
so
go.
sorry. I'm genuinely still so fuming right now that I'm forgetting things. I'm trying not to be angry, but I'm genuinely very upset with Comcast because it happens every Friday. All right, so luckily for you, Stalbor, the creature lunges forward to attack at your warg pet again, at Gahal again, and Gahal is able to just barely get out of the way and have it clip off of a rock and miss him. Hit the total of a 12 AC, so that is a miss against you. All right, immediately after that, we're going to have 2 attacks against Kieran and you guys, you switched places. So seeing that happen, one of them is going to rush forward and attack at Luca.
Sure.
Let's hear this guy right here.
Come at me, bro.
That's exactly what he's doing. Misses horribly. This one over here is going to come rushing around and attack at Kieran. He apparently has his sights on her.
Alright.
What a dick.
What
It was
you-
either do damage or slap Kieran with mage armor, and I'm like, I'm gonna make an empty gesture that Scott's gonna ignore to try and take the focus. And then this Noel's like, nah, I smell blood. Man. I'm going for the woman. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nah.
I actually hit, but that's because her AC is probably the worst in the party.
My AC's low.
That's why
Yeah.
I was gonna slap mage armor at her.
Hey, but it does,
I did.
same as before, the total of 6 points of damage to her is what he's able to get. And I totally forgot another feature before. I am so fucking stupid and angry at myself for it, but I guess it's not too late now. You had killed one on his turn, so in Knoll, when they are reduced to, they can actually, as a action, move up to half their speed and make a bite attack. Is it half their speed? So when you drop that guy and ran away, Will, he is actually going to come rushing after you as well. 1, 2.
The guy I killed?
The guy you killed, as
Like,
you killed
just
him.
before they die,
Yeah,
they
he's
do
like,
it.
you stabbed him and you hit through to the other guy over there and you turned and you ran and he chased after you and lunged at you, but you moved too quickly and his lunge kind of fell on the ground right before you. I use Knowles so infrequently, I forgot they have this really cool bonus feature. These guys really technically could have done something too, but would have missed horribly because everybody was just so far away. Anyway, so he kind of lunges and falls. After him is going to be that's their turns. They missed again because they suck. We're going to attack Reich, and then this guy's going to go.
Because I fear flurry of blows, I have 18.
Doesn't matter. Roll the natural one. Doesn't matter.
Nailed it.
Roll the natural one. I cannot roll at all today. All of the internets is against me today. So
Yay.
and then lastly is going to be this guy over here. He's actually going to pick up he's going to step over here, pick up a bow off the ground, line up back over here, and take a shot at Luca
Perfect.
with his bow.
Once again, come at me, bruh.
He's going to. I give it permission. So he lines up his first shot against Luca, lines it up, and he actually does hit, dealing to you 10 points of piercing damage as the attack just barely makes its way through the armor that you wear, finds a chain spot, and cuts right into it, leaving a nasty cut into your side. It's only an arrowhead, so you can pull it out and it can be stitched up, no problem, but it's still a hurt. However, unfortunately, the second attack, his companion right there was too much in the way, and in trying to shoot you and not his friend, he does miss. The arrow is still stuck in you, of course, at the moment. That is their turns. It's now to Eric's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna swing at this guy again. See if I can't take him down. If I could not roll like garbage, that'd be fun.
Oh!
That's what I'm talking about, boy.
Way to really Eric that.
Wow.
The first I don't double up. I do double up the D4s.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Because it's added on. Oh yeah, boy.
You're quite
So that's-
mistaken.
Wow.
19
So that's a
points
lot of damage.
Yeah.
19.
Okay, Eric. You are more than welcome to define the.
Define that kill.
Define that kill. Yeah. So, for the first time, I'm pretty sure for the first time since we've been in a group together, you see Reich kinda,
actually
step
hit
off to
something.
the side.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Step off to the side. He kicks his knee in using one of his usual technique. He kicks his knee in to bring him down closer to his level. But then he swings back with his blade, and rather than using his pommel, he drives it deep into this thing's neck, pulling it up again and swinging down once more, completely ending it.
Okay.
And then drawing the blade out and looking towards the next one. I am going to
Move action.
go ahead and.
You are in difficult terrain, so it's half speed, but that's not a problem. It's only 20 feet for you.
So I'm just gonna move up here.
Okay, it's 30 feet for you. Not a problem. You make it there, no problem. And
And,
are you going to key point to attack twice?
Yeah, actually. Why
Okay.
not? I got 4 key points. I got some key points to spend now.
I got key to spare. Actually, a short rest, which is incredible. That's a hit.
Yeah, boy.
That's a miss.
Oh, well, I tried.
5 points of damage is nothing to laugh at when you roll only 2. So, awesome. You do 5 more points of damage to the guy. He is injured. That is your turn, Reich. It was a pretty darn good one. All right, after you is going to be Kieran's turn. Kieran, I'm so sorry that you keep missing with your spells.
It's
There's a
fine.
guy
I'm
right
gonna
in
hit
front
that
of you.
one.
Yep.
It's cool.
Particular.
With what?
It's just feelings.
Chromatic orb, and I'm going to fly 10 feet backwards as I do that.
Of course.
Without provoking.
Kieran's
time
off the
for
map. She doesn't exist anymore. Kieran's
Woo!
gone. Kieran's gone.
I'm gone.
All right, so
Is it hit? Do I hit?
14. 1 second. Don't you roll with disadvantage because you made a ranged spell attack in melee?
No, because I can choose to move either before or after the spell is cast.
Beautiful. So you fly backwards, you make your
And then
attack
cast
roll,
the spell.
you swing, and I feel really, really bad saying this,
No.
but their AC is actually a 15.
That's fine.
Oh, god damn it.
Sorry.
I am going to quicken. Yeah, frost, I guess. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Quick and ray of frost.
Something, Kieran.
That's something.
Oh,
Something.
God.
His speed is, however, halved.
He's not gonna
Kieran.
fucking move. He's just gonna eat me.
Oh, God.
Reduced by 10 feet.
On the
You
bright
almost 20
side,
feet.
on the bright side, you technically injured him. He's not immortal.
Yep.
Okay?
And
So-
if I could, I would like to move back further. However, I'm off the map, so I don't know if that's.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Just
There's a
theater
full
of the mind.
space
Theater of the
behind
mind.
me.
You just
Cool.
move back a ton. Okay, cool. So
Oh,
let's
yeah.
describe this really quickly for everybody. He was a part of a group of 3 people that you hurled a knife of ice after. That the one that was standing directly in front of him kind of like barely moved out of the way, but when the ice knife went to hit him, barely moved out of the way, but it still exploded, hitting tons of shards of ice into him and tons of shards of ice into the guy next to him. Both of them still standing, but this one's smart enough to get behind his companion and take no damage. She immediately, almost directly behind that first knife, another one goes out, actually hits her target, hurting him. The knife exploding, putting ice shards into both of those people and killing both of those gnolls, leaving this one once again completely uninjured. As he comes rushing forward, throwing a spear at her to retaliate, she hurls 2 balls of chaotic energy at the thing. Elemental swarms going flying at him. He dodges to the side one way and it sizzles and pops on the ground. Hops to the side the other way and it sets alight a bit of grass near there because from the lightning that's charring the ground. And then he comes rushing forward and lunges at her and throws another spear, rushes at her, lunges at her, bites her in the leg, dealing to another 6 points of damage, her taking 18 total so far. After he does that, she casts a spell, whooshing her, off of her horse, whooshing her backwards a solid 10 feet, and while in the air, hurling down another ball of chromatic energy. Unfortunately, once again, he uses the horse as cover, and the thing sizzles and pops around the horse, scaring the thing, but it's and it goes running off, but not a big deal. She lands on the ground, throws out blindly behind her one quick little ray of frost as she turns and starts running, and without even seeing it herself, barely clips him on the shoulder, leaving a little tiny patch of ice that he kind of like looks at and brushes off as his eyes focus on her, intending to continue the hunt. That was fun. Luca, your turn.
Luca is going to go. So Luca's gonna like leave the one who he's been attacking and go over to this.
Of course
guy,
you are. Of course you are. Dick.
And he's gonna make an attack against that one. Obviously beforehand you can make your attack of opportunity.
Of course I know. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Yeah. All right. So attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity. You say. This is not the big guy. All right, that is actually, I'll tell you, I got another 17 chance to hit, which means I missed you again, for fuck's sake.
So
I've rolled 4 or 3 17s against you.
With having missed me, I can repose that, right? As my reaction?
Repose is if they miss, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
He's good. Like Luca's being good.
God
It's
damn
great.
it. And you swing, and you in fact do hit him. You hit him for the total of 8 points of damage.
Hold on. That's not correct.
That's not accurate. We have to
because
fix
it's
that
D8.
still. Roll just roll your attack roll and damage roll, whatever, with your sword so we can see it. The attack
Alright,
roll will
sure.
keep because it's legit, isn't it?
Yeah, the attack rolls, it should be on par. Either way, I did better.
There's your
So-
damage. So it's going to be a 13 points of damage you did to him instead.
Yep, I do 13 points of damage to him with my repose.
Yep. And you move forward to go attack the other guy, or do you turn back to finish this one instead of moving forward?
Nope, so I it's like basically, so he tries to make an attack on me and I just slash at his bicep with my sword as I turn around to run to the other guy as he's moving in on my friends, and I'm going to make an attack against that one.
Okay, absolutely. Miss, please.
Nope.
Of course you don't, because you're a dick.
Yep. Dickish ways,
Nope.
man. Dickish ways.
He's been training for like 9 months. I'm kind of glad he's good.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been a waste of time if like he was just rolling ones all over the place.
Exactly.
I don't know
Dude.
what Kieran's been doing for 9 months.
Well, part of his retraining, he lost a +2 damage, but gained a +1d4 damage, as well as I think a +1 as well. So it was one of those like, oh, you actually just straight up gained more damage. Okay, cool. All right, so you go, as you described everything, he comes lunging at you. Your shield catches up just in time to stop it. And as you go to take one more step forward, you get a moment of thought in mind. So you take one more step forward because you intended to keep moving away. But as that shield hit, you heard the ring, you felt the angle. You immediately turned back around and lunged forward with your longsword, catching the guy in the shoulder and hurting him pretty badly. And then, you know, that spark of green energy swooshing forward and hitting the person. No surprise to Salvo, we've seen this a bunch of times. You immediately turn back and continue rushing forward, doing a large chop down on this knoll right here, leaving a huge gash across his chest. Moving on. There is the warg's turn.
All right, me.
Nope.
What was that?
Yay, Warg.
Nope.
He tried.
He failed. All right.
Doing
It's like
his
you're a
best.
barbarian character, Eric.
Oh.
What's that warg doing? His
Stolly
best.
Boy's turn.
I'm gonna do a second level magic missile to the face of the knoll that keeps bullying Kieran.
Stop bullying.
Yeah, it's the stop bullying move. I think it might be the exact same damage as last time.
No, it's not. This is more this time.
That's way.
Oh,
more.
good.
It's
Yeah.
way more. Yeah.
Oh, then I'm dumb and stupid, and like if
Math.
he takes them all, then I'm scared. But hopefully it dies.
Actually, it's exactly how much health he has left. Feel free to describe the 4 balls of energy and how they finish it.
There's nothing weirder going on than normal. He's just like spellbook, bolts of energy, Noel's face, no longer face,
There you
and
go.
then just kind of absorbs the souls into his little flask.
There you
Don't
go.
worry about it. Don't look
The
too
souls.
hard.
Nothing awkward or weird about that.
There's
No
no
one's paying
souls
attention.
being
No one's
absorbed into
questioned it
flasks.
yet.
He just casts a spell and then the spell ends. He hasn't done anything else yet. All right, next is going to be Batty's turns. Are there even any more of these guys left?
My name is Betty. There's a guy with the longbow. There's a guy near Reich.
Hold
and
on,
there's
hold
a guy
on,
that
hold
with the
on.
big
There's
bat.
No,
two of
stick-
those left. Okay, there's two
There's
stick
stick
guys
guy
left.
left.
There's two of them left.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the one that's attacking Reich's pet, and he's going to attack Reich's pet and try to finish it.
Reich, your pet's
You
gonna
got hit
die.
once. Hit once for like 4 damage.
And he rolls a critical nothing. He does not hit. He just gets a sad attack roll against your pet. It's just a bunch of whiffing over there. It's not yiffing. Calm down, Ollie.
I'm
And-
very calm, like almost too calm right now.
This one over here was uninjured, and with his also clearly combative superior ally over here, who's also uninjured for a long while, we're a tandem attacking you guys and doing extremely well. Then all of a sudden, he gets hit, but not a big deal because his big brother or whatever he is was still doing fine. But then all of a sudden, it's like one quick fell swoop. You guys all team up on that one guy, and he just drops. And he looks and sees there's nobody else around him to help team up. And there's 3 of you around him to help team up. So he goes "Whoop," and turns and starts to run away. Okay. He actually is technically only, I think, 3 more squares off the screen right there. So not much further than what it shows. All right, next is going to be this guy right here at the bow. He is going to also takes his back up some. Up onto this ledge up here. And he's going to line up another shot. But since Luke is on the ground and over by a horse and everything too hard to hit, he's going to line up his shot against Stalbor instead. I understand your AC is higher because you have mage armor. What is it right now?
It's 14 right now.
Thank y'all.
It should be different on the sheet. I tried to keep it updated.
Okay, if it's updated, then we'll be good to go. His first attack is a hit with a 17 total, dealing 9 points of damage to Stalbor. So he does line up his shot and hit Stalbor, and then he's going to line up his second shot and attack at Stalbor.
Oh dear. Look at all these arrows.
No one ever wants to shoot.
Or
right
spears.
with
I
an
don't
arrow.
know what they're throwing at me.
Unfortunately, the second attack roll was a
Oh,
13
so
chance to
unfortunate.
hit. So this is what happens. The arrow comes flying forward at Stalbor, and immediately as he takes the first arrow, it's like, and he's got it like stuck in his side or whatever it is. Not like penetrating all the way through. It's one of those, it's a quick and easy cleanup. He looks back just in time to see another arrow coming directly at him, and Stalbor genuinely felt concerned for a moment there because he was going straight at his sternum. There was nothing he could do about it. But luckily, Stalbor is actually wicked fucking smart and can feel the magical energies welling up in front of him and knew that he was fine. And so instead of like flinching or hiding or anything like that, like a little wimp, he actually is able to look down the arrow at his opponent that's firing it and just ignore it as he knows it stops on its own, shy of him by like 3 or 4 inches before flopping to the ground.